As much as a man might text you sweet nothings, if you're not seeing his face, he has no intent to develop emotions for you. And if you keep engaging in text messages, you will develop emotions for him. But it won't be mutual. Texting is great at maintaining solid relationships, but it's terrible at building them. And it's pretty much one-sided how women and men process text messages differently as far as developing feelings go. You will hear a man's voice and see a man's face if he has an intention to develop feelings for you. Texting always puts women at a great emotional disadvantage, and until you're hearing a man's voice and seeing a man's face, no real notable progress has been made. Just know that. And while you're falling in love with the imaginary version of him that you're creating by reading his text messages, he's standing in place, waiting for something notable to happen, or waiting to connect sexually, or waiting to feel more intrigued, while at the same time taking no risk at all to his heart and his emotions while he's deciding not to spend time around you. And again, this isn't malicious. This is not a bad guy. This is just the difference between how men and women fall in love. A guy can text and it not really be a threat to his stability. A woman can text too much and fall in love. Most men and women don't even think about this when it's happening, but it's the result. It's what happens. So this isn't men manipulating you with text messages. This is your nature working against you. And why you should avoid text messages in place of phone conversations or quality time spent non-sexually. If you're trying to build a relationship, if you want to grow emotionally with a person. The key to relationship growth in the beginning is non-sexual time spent. The same non-sexual time that a guy would have to invest if he was building a friendship with another guy. They go hoop, they talk, they chill, they smoke, they do whatever they do together to engage each other's energy. A lot of women write me about some guy and say, does it sound like he likes me? My question back to them is, does he crave your energy? Does he choose to be around you when he could be around others? Does he need gratification to show his face? Again, men don't do this with other guys when they're building friendships. And if a man can't give you that, if he can't give you that non-sexual time, if you can't give you that in-person investment, then please stop answering them weak-ass text messages because you're not making progress. Not together. The only thing progressing is your emotional attachment to this situation or this guy who's investing nothing. Men don't need sexual gratification to develop friendships, and they shouldn't need gratification to take you seriously and investigate you as a potential partner. Not in the beginning. Not at first. They do this with friendships, and what's a relationship if not a best friendship with sex and exclusivity and commitment? And if his friends see his face but you don't, he'll never love you. Again, men fall in love with what they see or who they see, and women fall in love with what they hear. Translation, women are at risk at falling in love through text messages, while men can only truly fall in love with a woman that they're in the same room as enough times. So I hope that helps. Stop texting your way to love. If you want to know if a guy likes you, how much is he in your face? How much time do you spend with him? And then what do you have to do to get him to spend time with you? Men fall in love with what they see. Women fall in love with what they hear or read.